Yo, what's the crap, boys? Before I get into any of this video, my haircut, ignore it, bro. Don't say a thing. Don't say a thing. It's not here, okay, right? Anyway, NBA season's already starting again, already. That means we gotta predict some standings. I'm going for the Western Conference today. You know, tomorrow, the East one will be up. Just before I... Bro, like, from 13 or maybe 12, 11... It's so hard to predict. Like, wow, bro. There's one team has to be completely out of the playoffs / play-in. And we'll find out who that is. Western Conference, I'll probably say the East. It's just so crazy the talent in the NBA. Every year it gets better. So here we go. Right, so from 15 to 12, these are just the rebuilding teams. They're tanking. They want a good pick this year. You know, from 11 to first, they're all trying to make the playoffs. You know, the playoffs is in their mind. So 15th, I've got the Jazz, 14th, the Rockets, 13th, the Spurs, and 12th, the Blazers. To be honest, I don't exactly care about this order. I was kind of just more on these teams at the bottom. Like, literally, any of these teams could be the bottom, any of these teams could be the 12th. Maybe obviously, I've got the Jazz in 15th. Lauri Markkanen can have a crazy year and even, like, push him to play-in, like, he's that good. Maybe the Blazers, maybe they're the bottom, you know? So the Rockets, people are kind of underrating the Rockets this season. This ain't the same Rockets. It is the same Rockets team. You got Ime Udoka in there. They're not going to finish bottom. You'd think. But obviously, we're going to have to find out. Spurs 13th. Maybe they could be the bottom. Like I said, this isn't, like, who cares about this part? Nobody actually cares. But yeah, in my 11th spot, this team, this playoff hopeful team is going to miss the play-in. Again, because it's the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks, unless they make some crazy in-season trade, you're not making the play-in, bro. You're not making anything. Luka and Kyrie's a great deal, scoring deal. That's a very good deal. It's the team around him. It's Jason Kidd. Maybe he has a comeback year. I don't know. Their team's just not constructed well. Jane Hardy's nice. You got Dwight Powell starting to center for you again. Like, this team's just a mess. Luka's going to want out after this season. Kyrie's probably going to get traded again, a different team again. It's a very unfortunate situation for both of them. Two extremely talented players. Or Luka wins MVP and carries him to like the 2nd seed. Who knows? Who knows? But Luka was my old pick for MVP. I'm going to make a new video on the award predictions because my mind's changed. Luka can't win MVP if he's going to make the 11th seed. Their team just ain't it. The team's just not it. I would not be surprised if Luka and Kyrie go extreme LeBron mode and just carry this whole team into a playoff spot. Do you know what I mean? It would not surprise me. Obviously, injuries. Kyrie's injured a lot. Luka's kind of out of shape. He does play a lot, so, you know, who knows. It's looking rough for them, though. It's looking rough for them. But, yeah, that's my pick. If you're a Mavericks fan, I'm sorry. Now, for the 10th seed, I've got the Minnesota Timberwolves. I completely get it if you have them out of the play-in. Anthony Edwards is too good. Anthony Edwards is too good. Their team, they could finish higher, actually. Gave the Nuggets a good run. Also, it was Anthony Edwards. Naz Reid was hurt. Jaden McDaniels was hurt. They got a good, well-rounded team. Rudy Gobert, they kind of need to figure the situation between Kat and Rudy Gobert. Anthony Edwards will be fine. He could win MVP this season. If he carries them to, you know, a playoff spot, who says he can't win MVP? He's having that jump. I think he'll be a superstar after this season. Considered number one pick. This guy has huge expectations on his back. He'll want to take his team to the playoffs. He's going to have a crazy year. Will the rest of the team perform well? Possibly. Their team can do it. Their team can do it. Coaching's okay. I think Kat, it's going to be quite hit or miss for him. Is he going to be injured again? Are they going to be unfortunate like they were last season? Who knows? But it's mainly just because they're here in 10th because the other teams have just better overall rosters. And not a lot of these teams have a better player than Anthony Edwards. Well, kind of a lot of them do. But you know what I mean. Controversial first take coming. Number 9, I'm going the Clippers. Last season in my video, I said they were going to be the 1st seed. Completely just like the Clips is... How do I explain it? Obviously, you got people ranking Kawhi. They don't take his ranking seriously because he's always hurt, which I'm not putting that against him. It's just how it is. Paul George as well. Like, come on. These guys in the playoffs last season, Westbrook was amazing. Westbrook was amazing. That was their best player. That was their best player. You can't take this team seriously. Serious enough to, you know, make a playing spot. Obviously, if they're healthy, bro, they're going to be like the top 4 seed when Kawhi Leonard and Paul George play. This is one of the best duos in the league. It's just like, it's very unlikely they'll be playing. So, they're in my 9th spot. I kind of took that into consideration, but yeah, not much else to say. But obviously, healthy. Bro. And if they get James Harden, this team probably make the playoffs. Number 8, I don't know how I feel about this one. But well, I'm going with the Grizzlies. Ja's out for 25 games. They do play well without him. Last season they actually didn't, but the season before that they did play very well without Ja. Obviously when Ja comes back, they just win games. They're just such a good regular season team. Like, there was a reason they were so high in the standings last season. They're just that good. And Ja away, their best player. Also, the defense will be amazing. Marcus Smart and Jaren Jackson Jr. That is, that's crazy. That is crazy. Overall, obviously the coaching's great. Like, they're a very good team. Kind of weird to have them this low. I don't think them missing Ja will impact them that much, but obviously 25 games. Who knows what your record will be? The West is very good as well. The whole NBA is good. You kind of need your best player, but see, this is what's so tough. This is what I'm saying. The conference is so tough. Like, the wins will be so close. They could be tied for like the 6th seed. Jeremy. Memphis Grizzlies, the 8th seed. Number 7, you could say it's the same as Clippers, but the Pelicans. Will Zion be healthy? Okay, they're younger. That's why I'm predicting, you know, they'll be more healthy. Zion plays, they're a number 1 seed. Zion's surely going to miss some time. Like, he's going to miss some time, like, surely. He does look good shape. Surely he misses some time. So I'll probably drop him down to the 7th seed. Brown and Ingram, I guess he's in his prime. Maybe, you know, 24, 25 point per game season. Obviously, they have one of the best overall rosters in the whole league. Let's just not forget about that. Great coaching, like a lot of these teams. It's just when Zion plays, they're just so much better. It's all on Zion. It's all on Zion. But their overall roster is just good enough to win. Jose Alvarado, Valanciunas, Trey Murphy, Jordan Hawkins is going to be a good week. Hopefully he gets some playing time. Just, their overall team is so deep. It might be the deepest team in the NBA, so that'll be enough. Obviously, you know, they made the play and things didn't go well. Obviously, like I said, Zion is just the missing piece to this championship team. That's all it is. So those were my playing teams. Let me know if you agree. Number 6 seed, I'm going with Oklahoma City Thunder. Stuttered, but I don't care. OKC playoffs. Playoffs, bro. Shea, Chet, Josh Giddey, Jalen Williams. I mean, that's how good that duo of Shea and Chet. That big 3. That big 4, bro. They got a big 4 of these young players. If they keep them on the same team, that's a dynasty, bro. They got good role players as well. Like I said, their coaching is just great. Mark, I'm not going to say your last name. Obviously, in the coach of your consideration, he's going to be a great coach. Their team is quite deep as well. It's just young talent. Obviously, they have all the draft picks to make a mid-season trade to upgrade their roster. So, like, they're in a very good spot. Like, role players like Isaiah Joe, Lu Dort, Trayman, and Poku. Their team is just so well set up around Shea, who averaged 31 last season and is considered a top 10 player in the NBA. What's he going to do this year? What is Chet going to do this year? Him and Wembanyama went against each other. Chet didn't score a single one of them, but like it's his first game. It's his first game. By the time it's playoffs time, and you know they're there, OKC could generally have a huge first round upset against the team they play against. I genuinely believe that. If they get the Kings, also I've not said the Kings yet. You know the Kings are coming up. They play the Kings, bro. They can beat them. OKC could make the 2nd round this season, bro. Just depends on who. But if they play the Warriors, who knows? Nah, I don't know. That's a tough one. But yeah, I generally think OKC playoffs, market 6th seed. They're hitting that like near 50 win mark. Also, we're gonna have to see how the whole West goes. It's kind of hot. I'm not like that. You've noticed I've not picked wins. You don't know. You just don't know. Obviously, you can choose a bracket of wins, but you never know. Could be a season where it's, you know, like in many past Western seasons, lots of 50s, or just be like highest wins in the West, like 50. Who knows? But OKC's my 6th seed. 5th seed, I'm gonna go the Warriors. Steph, Clay, Chris Paul, Draymond, Wiggins, Looney. Bench is kind of, bench is okay. The bench will be fine, but you got Steph, you got Clay, you got Draymond, Looney, Steve Kerr still on your team. You're gonna make the playoffs. You're gonna be a good team. Obviously, last season was very rough. It was that punch. Obviously, now Jordan Poole's gone. The elephant in the room's gone. The awkwardness is gone. You know, a new year, Draymond can finally redeem himself. I expect him to play better. A 5th seed might be a bit too low. It might be disrespectful putting them under the Kings. Maybe I swap them. I've got the Kings at the 4th seed. Maybe I swap them around. Who knows? You know, I'm just going to put him here. Chris Paul, we'll see how this Chris Paul move goes. This will really be the make or break. Either it's going to send him all the way to the top, or it's going to, you know, put him in mid-table. It really just depends. You know, so far what we've seen, his playmaking can really benefit Steph and Clay. They can have some hot, you know, both scoring 40 a game, having 10 threes each. it can really lead to that. But it's more of, you know, a lineup thing. You play against a team that's got 2 big players, you're done. You're done. Like, you gotta play Looney. You know, do you sit Chris Paul? Can Chris Paul handle being benched if you run a Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, and Looney lineup? Maybe that's probably your best lineup, and then, you know, you have some good role players coming off the bench. You know, Gary Payton's cool. Kuminga's cool. Maybe you should have traded Chris Paul, you know, the Jordan Poole for some big players, some good big role players, because, you know, Steph, Clay, and Draymond, Wiggins, and Looney, that's a great supporting cast. That's a great starting 5. That was literally statistically the best starting 5 in the league. Plus Kuminga, plus Gary Payton. Like, maybe this Chris Paul move was not it. You know, and you look back, you know, like the Lakers Westbrook trade, maybe look back at this team and say, yeah, that's exactly the same. Or, wow, Chris Paul was the best move for this war. Like, I mean, you don't know. So I was gonna put him in the 5th seed. Maybe I make an updated one in the middle of the season. Who knows, bro? Who knows? But Warriors are my 5th seed. Now, from 4th to 1, I think these teams are gonna be separated by like 5 wins. Genuinely, like, this is gonna be ruthless. 4th, like I said, I got the Kings. Mike Brown's such a good coach. De'Aaron Fox. It's the MVP of that team. Sabonis was higher. It was De'Aaron Fox. He was clutch player of the year. Their overall team, their system, their whole coaching, their role players, dogs. Like, there's dogs. Like, Malik Monk, such a good role player. Such a good role player, bro. Keegan Murray's gonna have such a huge jump as well. Like, this guy's gonna have such a good career. Shoot, you know, starting there, gonna break, you know, had the most threes as a rookie. He's gonna be shooting that ball. De'Aaron Fox's game has evolved so much since his, like, sophomore, you know, junior, you know, I mean, just his early career. Before, you know, middle of the offseason, these guys could generally be the 1 seed. They could. It wouldn't shock me. They could be that 1 seed story, and then, you know, 2nd round exits. I don't know. Obviously, it's a downgrade from last season, but now the Kings are now at a spot where, okay, we're contenders now. Last year it was like, let's see what happens. Now they're contenders. They're contenders now. De'Aaron Fox is gonna have an MVP caliber season. Oh, I hate these standing videos, bro, because I was like, oh, they could make the 1 seed, but it's like, I don't know. But yeah, Kings are my 4th seed. For my 3rd seed, I got the Phoenix Suns. KD, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. That's good. Like, the scoring is going to be crazy. They genuinely could be they could be the 2nd seed. They're just gonna score the ball so much. Role players, kind of got, like, their role players are good on paper, but I don't think it'll be amazing on the court. But when you have that big 3, Frank Vogel, a defensive-minded coach, that's enough for you to be a top 3 seed, maybe top 4 seed in the West. I think they'll be fine, but once it comes to playoff time, they'll make the 2nd round. I think it'll get really tough for them. But we'll have to see. That's a long way. Number 2, I got the Nuggets. Got a bit worse in the offseason. They're gonna have to rely more on their younger players after losing, you know, Bruce Brown, Jeff Green. When you just lose older veterans, you got to replace them with young, inexperienced players. It doesn't go well for you. It just doesn't. Jokic and Mario, arguably the best duo in the NBA. They'll be fine. Do you know what I mean? They'll be fine. They still have Aaron Gordon there. Do you know what I mean? They still have the proper core. Obviously, Bruce Brown was a part of that. You lose him. Jeff Green was such a good role player, such a good veteran. That's going to hurt, but at the same time, you have the best player in the NBA, arguably the best duo in the NBA, and you're the champions. You're going to be... They'll be fine. You know, Western Conference Finals. We'll see what happens from there. Which means for my number 1 seed, I have the Lakers. LeBron, AD, like, their whole, like... I think David Harm's a good coach. The defense, you know, this was the best defense in the league post-trade deadline. Made the conference finals post-trade deadline. And now they got more players added on. This is just, like, I'm saying the 1 seed. Finals, we'll see, you know, All-Star break. That's when you'll know. Saying that, oh yeah. Boston Nuggets, Boston Lakers, Bucks Lakers, Bucks Suns, like, who know, like, I mean, you don't know. Once it's like All-Star break, you'll know. But this Lakers team is just built well. Cam Reddish, go away. Jackson Hayes, maybe. Gabe Vincent will be very good. D'Lo will be hopefully an improvement. He still had his good moments, but hopefully an improvement from last season. Gabe Vincent is such a great playoff starter to have. Obviously, Rui Hachimura will be great. Jared Vanderbilt, if he can knock down shots, will be good. But defensively wise, Lakers are going to be fine. Defense wins you championships. Obviously, the offense as well. You need the offense there as well. Come on, look at 21 Sixers with Ben Simmons and Embiid. You need the offense there. And they do have it. AD definitely does need to take the number 1 role now. LeBron's probably 39. This is AD's time to win MVP. Like, this is AD's MVP season to lose, in my opinion. But not as Jimmy's a champion now. But those are my standard predictions. I bet you I had no you disagree with me, so let me know.